All right, welcome to Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. And now maybe Fresh Talk the High Priest on radio. And don't forget, it's not Friday like this. Now time for us to discuss love, relationship, and marriage matter. And as usual, we know they just come out, when they give you talk, we just there our head. They bring in one strong person, we understand how this thing they roll. And we get today Pastor Lemi Jonathan. And so we'll reason our matter with him today. When they bring them up, we'll go reason with you. And don't forget, say just feel free to ask any question. Either you send them to our WhatsApp account with the number you go use send your message now 0700010961. Send them go there on top WhatsApp. And when they send and go WhatsApp, in case you just one call, feel free to call as well. We will pick your call and your question go reach in here, and him to go answer your question. And in case you just want to watch us live on top of YouTube right now, feel free make it go on top of VOP 961 on top YouTube. Make it for watch them live and direct. All right now make I just go try up, make I bring them up so that we will begin discuss our matter because time now is already. Milk for no go loss. All right, welcome to. We don't bring in Pastor Lemi Jonathan, so make we clap for him. Welcome, Pastor Lemi Jonathan. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, so officially again, we welcome you to Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so we talk today. We want reason something we get to do with beauty and character, which happen to be one of the mistakes and way youth they make these days. Some guys they like babes way fair, fine, with shape. Some ladies they like the one way get tall, dark, and handsome with 6 packs. But some of them when you don't marry the one way get the 6 packs, he use your body as the other pack. So they do punching pack. Why the guy go marry the one way gets shape, and meanwhile the relationship no can't get shape, so but we don't really get confused. Sometimes they go tell you say beauty na beauty, character na character, but for Igbo land, the girls who they call agwabumma wine, as in say beauty na be the woman character. So but the problem sometimes now say you can't still marry that way no fine, you can't finally no can't get character, you can't be like say you don't lose 2 places. But we'll go start with the two of them. Beauty, first of all, you don't get any national standard. You don't get any national standard of to say person fine. You don't get how they want to say okay, this person they beautiful. You don't get who write and keep say now so person suppose they before they go say they beautiful. But you get anyway if you talk to say okay, physically when you look person, you go say okay, this one is beautiful. How would they qualify or qualify person way they beautiful? I would like to start from that angle first before we begin talk about character.
Okay, when it comes to beauty, they say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes, sir.
So the person that is beholding that will tell you what is beauty. Like now, somebody may see a fine girl and will be dying for the girl because the girl is so beautiful. And then when she will now show her friend, her brother, say, guy, check out this my fine babe. The guy will say, wait thing fine about this girl. What did you see about this person? So the person that you're craving for out of beauty, somebody else will say, wait to, this person just talks she's beautiful. So although that could be defined based on the way people see, because people have different kind of blindness. Some people have color blindness. What they see as blue, another person will see it as green. What they see as red, somebody else will see it as yellow. But then we have a general form of beauty that, to an extent, everybody that sees will say this one is beautiful. We can understand that one. Maybe just normal body shape, fine face, just normal. No artificial, addition here and there, no makeup and all of those stuff. That one is natural beauty. So, but then in general form, beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. So what a man or a woman will see as beautiful may not be what the other person will see as beautiful. So that is why when somebody say this person is ugly and this person is beautiful, don't be in a hurry to discredit them. Maybe what they are saying is not what you're seeing. Don't accept it the way they are saying it, and then you mind your own business.
Okay. All right. So we'll collect that one. Keep. What about character? What you go if you talk so okay person they do before you go so okay so and get good character.
Anything that you do that does not incur pains for the next person is assumed to be a good character. Like now, somebody of a good character is someone whose attitude, whose interaction, whose appearance, whose behavior does not cause pain to people around them. Now, one of the things you will see of someone that has a good character is that the person has what is called emotional intelligence. Like now, I always tell people that I, as a person, I will not be the cause of traffic, or I park my car to block the road. Some people will just park their car, block road, carry their key and go. And then they will not cause traffic. You will not be calling them. Now, all those people that used to cause traffic, hold up here and there, that could have been avoided, is out of bad character. Because one, before you park your car, you must think and ask yourself, I hope this place I'm parking is not going to obstruct traffic. It's not blocking an exit or an entrance into a street or a road. Now, before you park your car, be sure that you park your car in a good place where people will not be shouting, move the car, move the car. Now, you must always consider other people. A person with a good character will always talk, act, behave, and consider other people, and be sure that what he's saying, what he's doing will not cause pain to other people. So if you don't care about those things, then you are assumed to have a low and a poor emotional intelligence, and it affects your character.
Okay, we'll come back next to talk about decision making, about the beauty or character. Where would they arrange to ask the questions? We would like to just sell market just few minutes inside them. We will now come back, begin the talk about decision making. But right now, as our time they give us signal inside studio, we need to just sell market quickly. Then when we come back, we'll continue from where we stop. Don't forget in our voice of the people. 96.1 FM Abuja, now they listen to, and we did live on top of our YouTube page right now, VOP 961. Just in case you want to watch us live, carry on the go. And any question where you want to ask, because I want to get some questions already without the coming, send in your question on top of our WhatsApp. That one now 0700-010-961-961. As we come back, I will begin to read your questions out, and we're going to collect answers. Not go anywhere because I come back.
Here we go. My name is Jesse. My name is Adam. We're from El-Rufai. Today's hit music. I-93.
VOP 96.1 FM.
We'll be right back in a second, so don't touch that dial.
We have been serving you hot and fresh content on radio, and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at VOP TV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news, lifestyle, and more. It's all about you. VOP TV, show up, speak up.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold-berry ice cream. Delight in every school. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold-berry ice cream. At number 4, Obomosho Street, Area 8, Geriki, Abuja, or 3rd Avenue, Gwaripa, Abuja, or Federal Housing Estate, Phase 2, Lube, Abuja. Call 0908-831-5906 or 0908-831-5908 or 0909-238-9861. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at romeospizza.ng. Website www.romeospizza.ng. Romeo, the pizza champions. Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Are you traveling to Lagos and desire a perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, number 42 Murtala Mohammed International Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in our beautiful appointed rooms, featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Now, whether you are traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your every need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop from the Lagos airport.
Why not take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant?
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So why wait? Book your stay today and experience the ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
Believe me.
Brace yourself.
So all I'm saying is,
oh man, wouldn't I love to go to
the beat rocks.
Listen. See, you're on the radio now and we have to deliver. And steady. Now the jamming that we want to jam for you now. It's a new starting something.
This is brought to you in the event of an actual emergency.
VOP 96.1 FM, your interactive radio.
Alright, we welcome you back to Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. And then this one what they call address the issue inside the program what they call Fun House. Every Monday we go reach Friday from 3 go reach 4 p.m. And now when we run this one and we get different theme as they go from Monday to Friday. On Monday, now we and guys they relax, discuss our own issue. On Tuesday, now life now journey how person carry worker from where in the as a small person to where in the day to day. And on Wednesday we and me and ladies they relax, discuss our matter. Then on Thursday we they do events and other activities with the inside life. And then on Friday in a relationship, love and family now what they do. But today we get live with us Pastor Lemmy Jonathan, and we done the gist already. And as it be so, and to call him back because we don't ready to continue our conversation. If they're on standby, and we'll go do them together right now. So if you're ready, they send in your questions. Make your questions they direct to 0700-010-961-961 on top WhatsApp. Send your question on top WhatsApp 0700-010-961-961. If I did fast, I think I'm slow. 0700-010-961-961. Or you go on top our YouTube page VOP961. Go watch live, and from there, if you is sending your questions, and we'll get the answer. Right now, and welcome back, Pastor Lemmy Jonathan. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we don't talk about the beauty, talk about character. So right now, I don't know whether before I begin to ask questions, the first question within my mind to ask now decision making. decision making. If the person priority na say na wife wey fine, you feel say it go make sense make the person ignore in priority, can't go marry the one we no fine because of character.
Okay, we have there's what I used to call 4 classifications of people, and just like in marketing, those of you who are in marketing, marketing is makes us to believe that image is everything. So people pay more attention to the packaging, how fine the thing is, and they will not look at the content. So in my own classification, we have content and
container,
the content and the the content and the package.
Okay, content and package. Okay.
So we have 4 types of organization of such thing. One, we have good content in a bad package. We have bad content in a good package. We have bad content package, and we have good content in a good package. Now, the packaging, that is the beauty, the outside, while the content is a character. Now, it is advisable that everybody should go for good content in a good package, But if you cannot get good content in a good package, let your priority be in the content and not in the package. Because even the package can change. If you look at, women can change. If you see a fine girl, slim, everything is slim. And if your concern is to marry a slim girl, very slim girl, you may marry a slim girl. By the time she has 3 or 4 children, she has changed to something else. So if your concern was on the slimness, find out that you have missed. There are some girls you will see, their breasts are not big enough, very small. So if you're looking at a girl with a very small, medium-sized breast, by the time she gives birth to children, the breast may enlarge and expand. So your priority should be on the content and not on the container, not on the packaging. The packaging may be disfigured along the way. Something may change the beauty, That is why Bible said in Proverbs 31 verse 30, favor is deceitful, beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. So fearing the Lord is a quality of inner person. The content of the person is what is fearing the Lord. That is why I talked about emotional intelligence. What you do, how does it affect other people? What you do, how do people access it? So if what you're doing makes you look like someone that fears the Lord, that is what is important. So character is too important. I don't advise anybody to go out for shape. Don't be looking for a good shape or a good figure 8, figure 9, or whatever, or 6-pack and all of that. The main thing is what the person is coming into. And I used to tell girls, if a girl is able to use her shape, her figure to attract a man, she needs character to keep the man. It is character that you use to keep somebody, not shape, not figure. Okay.
So this one and the one we affect guys where they make decision. But you don't also discover say ladies they also get the same issue where they talk about say we see them once na TDH, tall, dark and handsome. And some of the tall, dark and handsome people these ones they carry weight lift. Where one of their backhand slap na coma. So these things they happen and they make all these kind of decisions. So wait till we get to tell the ladies, because this one we're talking about the guys. Now advice to the guys.
Now about the ladies, there are some ladies that want guys that are already made. The guy has a car, he's dark, tall, handsome, he has 6-pack and all of that. Wonderful. And I have seen so many ladies that went for such guys, but they are crying because the attitude of the guy, the guy may not even have respect for the woman. The guy doesn't have any regard for her. He talks to her anyhow, and some of them will be pretending after they marry. They will be pretending so that they will not look stupid that they went for such a guy and they are crying later. They will just be enduring. So you'll be wondering, why will a woman who is married to a wealthy guy, who is a famous celebrity, who is a movie actor, who is so famous, yet she's looking for divorce? Why? It's because of the character. Some guys have all these things, but they don't have character. They don't know how to talk to women. They are harsh. So you see a woman that would endure all those kind of things just simply because the guy has money, simply because the guy is looking fine and all of that. No, let every woman, every young girl be more concerned about how a man treats a woman. And there's this African culture that gives men, that teaches men how to treat their women very, very well. Now, but most women have gone beyond that. They don't look into that. They are more concerned about guys that are celebrity. They have this fitness stuff. They have six pack. They have all of that and all. And those guys, some of them are violent. So women, a young girl, before you think of relationship or marriage, don't look at what the person has, what the person carries, but look at what is inside him. How does he treat you? In the first time you dated the guy, your first outing, how does he talk to you? Does he talk to you with respect? Does this guy have this sense of belonging? Do you matter in his decision making? Some guys don't care about, they will tell this girl, I don't need your opinion. You don't matter. It's only what I say that you should listen to. No. A guy that is good enough should ask for your opinion, should reason with you, and take your advice. A guy that is good enough should be someone that fears God and will not do something that would offend God, or that would piss you up. A guy that is good should respect your boundaries. When you say yes, no, he should respect you. And he also respect the people, your family members who have raised you to who you are. So any guy who doesn't have respect for elders, respect for boundaries, respect for decency, no matter what the guy has, should not be considered, because if you go, you will end up crying because the person has not been taught the character that will make life.
Okay, with this now, it go lead me to before the next question, it lead me to waiting I've been carried for mind for us to talk about next week, which are they like preempt people, like give them small information about where would the angle will go next week, and which this one, if you say we even bring in a lady so that we'll get the two sides of the story from a lady and from a guy, and that one about the table, because most times men they talk say they ask women what are you bringing to the table, women go say that them be the table, so now men go now put something on top of the table. So which issues always there. So I would also like maybe next week whether we'll get a woman we don't they married for long, and then you one side as a man we get the experience, and a woman we get the experience on the other side, so that we go through light, make a balance about that particular issue. Because when they tell men say before you marry you suppose they mentally, physically, emotionally and financially ready. So sometimes they wonder what they tell women to get ready with, because some once they write to WAEC they don't ready to marry. So we go look that direction next week. So if as they listen, just get ready, because that direction don't really cause plenty issues, and I go reason whether we go focus on that direction next week Friday. Then but back to the question where they my mind. Sometimes some people they consider character, and it can't be say maybe the girl they pretend. You understand? That character now attract the guy. The guy no look beauty because maybe from an eye, like you tell us now, say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Right?
Yeah.
So for that point now, when the guy don't consider the babe because of character, then finally later he comes to that character and she just enter the family, or catch the guy to marry. She can't let her enter, can't change. Waiting the guy is supposed to do for that point, because the only thing we're supposed to console him now the character will make him enter, but the guy don't change. Fine, she no fine. The character she don't, they again. At that point, if you say divorce not gonna be the next issue.
Okay, now from my own perspective, divorce is not an option, because Bible does not give us that clearance to divorce. That is why I always tell people, start from the beginning to get it right. Okay, now look at this issue of character and all of that. A lot of people change. They begin with good character, and after marriage they become something else. Okay, one day I was asking my mechanic, I was complaining to my mechanic, how come he just changed a timing belt in my car? The timing belt in my car have not changed it for a long while, since I bought the car. One day, timing belt just cut. And the guy now came and changed the timing belt. As he changed the timing belt, it did not last for 3 months. That particular one he changed, cut again. I was not angry. I said, how come the one that was follow come lasted for a very long time? And this one is now just cut within 3 months. He now told me that now follow come be the real one. That the one you buy Belgium may not last. It cannot be guaranteed. It can last you 1 year, some 2 months, some 2 years if you're lucky. So, and I came back and say, some girls actually have follow come character, and then some is Belgium character. How? Before you see, to be sure that this girl's character is follow come, don't just look at her as she is. Go back to her life 10 years back and see if what she is doing now is what she used to do 10 years back. Then you know that one is follow come character. Because a girl may want to get married now. She has come to a place and she has seen some guys now. She will automatically change from the bad girl she has been into a good girl just to attract the guy. When she has gotten the guy, she will now go back to her old character, which is the real one. So if you see a girl that is acting very fine, behaving very wonderful, whether she's a guy or not, go back 10 years back and see if the character he has 10 years ago aligns with what he is now. Then what he's showing you now is follow come. Do you understand? Because the one that the person just created on the way may be Belgium, that may not last. May just last for 2 months, 3 months, she will go back. And infatuation can last up to 2 years. So somebody can be faking her life for 2 years until after 2 years, the person can no longer be faking. Then the real character will show. Now, the challenge we have is that some people just went to a party, a club, and met a guy, met a girl. Within 2 months, they're talking about marriage. Now, the person you're meeting, because he has marriage in the mind or in her heart or in his heart, he will do everything. If it is character you want to see, he will show you plate, wash your clothes. The guy will open car door for you, do everything. Pamper you, watch your pants, and you will say, man, I don't jam, good guy. It is after marriage that you will know. So if you want to know the real person, give that relationship a longer time, like 6 months plus, to know, because the person will be bringing out his character traits one by one, and most times the shortness of the time doesn't allow people to bring out their real character. Just like now, a guy came and visited you in your house, or a lady came to visit a guy, and she got with a very big bag full of so many clothes, different sizes. If she spent only 2 days, she will not be able to bring out all those clothes and show you all that are in the bag. If it is only 2 days she spent, she will only bring out 1 or 2 clothes. But if she spends 1 year with you, you will see that she has so many other clothes that you have not seen before. So time can actually help us know the character of a person.
Okay, this one deep. All right, so another question I get now, say, okay, for the guy's side, some of them you can discover, say, when we start, like you take mention now, this domestic violence will happen inside marriage, even though a different topic on its own, but I just want to touch on because they follow for character. Sometimes you go hear something like, he know they like this before, how come he can't begin there like this now? You understand? Then you go see here something like, when we dey date him, they beat me, how come he can't begin beat me? If you say the guy they like that before, or now the girl character bring up that part of him, or create that part, because maybe like to bring him out, like now the girl character create that part, or the guy really did like that before.
Okay, most times the guy was like that from the beginning, but he did not want to show it all out because he was waiting for when he would have access, as in he has married the person. Because he knew that if he should start it, the girl would run away. So he just held himself and controlled his anger. Now that is where anger management comes in. But then there's what I have been teaching people, that a guy who ends up becoming a wife beater may have not beaten the girl when they were dating, but he has shown the attributes of a future wife beater. But the girl's eyes was not open enough to see it. Now we have red flags. A guy that will shout at you, at times the guy will even raise the hand, but he will remember that he has not signed the marriage certificate. He will put his hand back. A guy may shout at you and bang the phone on you. All those attitudes, banging the phone on you, blocking you on Facebook, and all of those things, they are signs of a future wife beater. And then most people will not see it because he has not slapped you. You feel like the guy is still good, but the way he has talked to you, he even pushed you, he blocked your way, and all of those things. So most times, a guy who is a wife beater showed the traces in the beginning, but the woman was overtaken by the love, the pampering, the petting, the sweet talk that she did not see that this guy would end up becoming a wife beater. Then secondly, most guys are innocent. They are very, very good. They have vowed never to beat a woman. But the woman triggered the man into a wife beater by the things she says, because we have what is called 3 types of trigger. We have internal trigger, we have external trigger, we have synthetic trigger. Now, internally, some people are built with this violence in them. They can beat up anybody. But if the person doesn't have an internal trigger, external trigger from a woman who is a very good nagger, who is a very good nag, a woman can talk a man into becoming an animal. Some women will talk and make you lose control of your sanity. So actually, most domestic violence were caused by the people, by the victims, by the way they triggered the person into it. But it's no guarantee. There is no guarantee for domestic violence. Nobody will say because of that. There is no explanation. There is nothing that should give you the right to be violent on a woman or anybody. But then we must know that anybody who is a wife beater did not just start one day. It has begun. It has been nursed over time. And the people involved in that relationship did not take note of it. So we need to be very careful. As ladies, be careful not to trigger a man into becoming an animal, because if the man becomes an animal, you're not going to enjoy that marriage or that relationship at all. And every guy should be very careful. One of the things you have to deal with while getting to marriage is to manage your anger, your ability to manage your anger and know how to disperse the emotions and not to pour it over a woman. That will help you to be qualified to become a husband in the future.
Okay. Another question I want to ask now. This is how we say, you see, as maybe a guy don't do guy man finish, grow up, do boyfriend girlfriend belefu. He won't come marry. You could hear something like, "I dey find wife to marry." Then they say maybe people recommend wife to her. You know, so sometimes when if you use your hand select, the person begin do anyhow. You feel condo. If you just hold yourself, say because now me make this decision. But if now another person tell you say I see wife for you, and the person get good character based on how most of our grandparents they do before. For your experience as both as a pastor and as a counselor, you feel say person feel recommend good character for you. Say this one get good character, go carry this one.
Yeah, actually, I as a pastor and as a counselor, I have recommended so many people into marriage, you know, and they are doing very fine. They are living fine. But one thing I tell them is that even if I recommended this lady or this guy for you, don't make decisions based on my recommendations. You also make out time to be sure, so that you will not say tomorrow, it's pastor that recommended. No, even God himself, you know, God will never. That's why God made it clear that if you say any man that finds a wife finds a good thing. So you're not come and say, God, the woman you say I should marry, she is misbehaving. So even if you are sure that this woman is God's will or this guy is God's will for you, you have to work it out yourself. You have to make it work. So I have recommended people in marriage, but I will tell them, take time to study this guy and be sure he is okay for you. Look at this woman, pray and be sure she's okay for you, so that you will not end up saying, "Now, pastor's recommendation." You know, so it's possible that pastor can recommend. I have recommended, and they're happily married. But you must not make decisions because your pastor or you had a voice or a man of God say that you should go ahead. Are you sure? Because you are the one that will live with that person, not your pastor or not even your mother, not even your father that recommended you. You are the one. So be sure that you are okay with this person so that you can manage whatever outcome you get from that marriage or relationship.
All right, towards our rounding up because of our time, because don't they reach time we'll take come out. I want to talk about this angle and the girl feedback from your background. We talk about as they try to discover or find out the woman character. At what point where you feel say you go discover something where if you say don't dey late to go back? Because if you discover something both for the man's side on the woman's side, and you feel say you don't dey too committed, you don't too spend money inside the relationship, you don't spend time, you don't sacrifice too much, and you no go fit go back, so make it be as e be, may you just enter carry and they go like that. So at what point wey if you say e dey too late wey person no fit go back, or what point if you say e never dey late, say if you still go back at that point to save yourself?
Okay, it is only late after the marriage has been, the marriage, you have been joined in the altar or in the court. But even an hour to the marriage, you can cancel it, you can call it off. A broken engagement is better than a destructive marriage. Like me now, even a day to my wedding, I kept asking my wife, are you still ready? Can you still marry me? If you're not ready, if you're not convinced, please tell me. Let us just clap our hands and tell people to start going now. And now she said she was convinced. So for everybody, at least, you can cut off any relationship even a week to, a month to, a day to save yourself future pain and future cry. The people that will be, if you say because of the people I've invited, because of my family that will be coming, let me just keep enduring, let me just go on. You'll be the one to suffer it, while all of them that you invited will still go to their houses and enjoy their own marriages. So you can break up if you're not very sure. If you see something that is very, very terrible, you can break up even a day to the wedding, just to be sure that you're not going to cry the rest of your life, or you're not going to be a divorcee and to remarry in the future. So that is what I say. Anytime you see something that is bad, it is only after marriage that you can say, okay, what I have seen now, it is now for better and for worse. I would not divorce. Then you now find a way to adopt, to adapt, to adjust, and to manage whatever you're saying until God helps you.
Okay. I don't know whether you get any area for this particular issue now where we never touch, because I believe say by now anybody where they in doubt of the decision to make, whether to follow the one way fine or to follow character, suppose don't decide already by now, except the person don't plan to touch. I don't say relationship and marriage matter at the end, because since we get the time, so always a road this in every Friday. And by God's grace, as time goes on, it depends on you. I will even like it if you even introduce, even if not a woman, so that when they get the women's side of the view sometimes, so that they make sense, make it not be like say they go one side. I believe say that one will really make sense. So like say, the request on behalf of our listeners, so that since you they grounded, and also you go no female where they grounded as well, so go they balance them.
No problem.
All right, thank you very much in advance for that one. Okay, you get to one talk.
Yes. Yeah, I want to say that everybody should be more concerned about the content in a relationship than the packaging. But if you're lucky enough to have both content and the package in good proportion, go for it. But if you must choose from between the two, go for the content, because that is what matters. That is what you're going to live with. That is what is going to make you. What makes a man or a woman is not the packaged personality beside him. It is the content the person brings to the table. What the person brings to the table is what will help him become better or become worse. At least by next week, when we look at what you bring to the table, we'll now see how it really goes well to help us.
All right, that one you may say the ending point really makes sense, as we don't really took in eyes more on top of the table matter. So from next week, by next week we'll discuss more about the table, and we hope say we'll get the female side of view by next week. That one I will talk about that one later. So at this point, we want to really thank you and we want to appreciate you, and we say may God bless you for the knowledge where they share. And just in case you get any question where you want to ask, and you want to ask direct, may you for free search anywhere Pastor Lemi Jonathan, you go see him for any platform. Maybe we want to discuss the remaining discussion. I hope I get Lemi Jonathan Abi.
Yes, Lemi Jonathan on Facebook, on any platform.
No, voila. All right, thank you very much, Pastor Lemi Jonathan. We thank you, and we hope to see you again on Friday, and when we go join body talk about the next topic next week Friday.
Thank you very much. Okay?
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, sir. All right, we'll go move sharply. Make we just go run all that into our table, and then don't forget.